In this video, I'll show you how to trade on Bybit margin, including opening and closing positions and how to manage all of your positions. I'm using Bybit EU for this, so if you're in the EU, you can trade on Bybit margin. I'll leave timestamps in the video description below. If you haven't got a Bybit account yet, go below, click that link, sign up. When you make a deposit, they'll give you a deposit bonus to trade with as well. Before we can trade using margin, Bybit will ask us to fill out some questions in a quiz, so I'll go through that now. So if you're trading, go to trade here. We're actually trading in the spot market because margin is borrowing assets to trade in the spot market. Just click on margin here. And then from here, if you make any changes or you want to trade, so I'll just change the leverage amount. It's going to say, in order to trade with margin, you have to answer the quiz questions. So start quiz here, and we'll go through this. So what is the primary feature of spot margin? The primary feature is borrowing assets to trade with. So number 2. The next is applicable fees impact your trading with Bybit. How do they do that? Hourly borrowing fees may lower your maintenance margin rate and increase liquidation risk. And then the next one, if your maintenance margin stands at 70% and the total value of your collateral drops by 50, what happens? That could be a liquidation, right? So if you're borrowing assets and then the value of those assets fall, you won't have the available margin there to pay off any loans, and so you may get liquidated. So we'll press submit here. Congrats, you're all set for margin trading. Start trading now so we can go ahead and trade on margin. I'll quickly explain leverage and margin because that's what we're doing when trading on Bybit margin. So margin is the cash that you have in your account. If you just trade in the spot market without any leverage, then you've got $1,000 of cash. You can buy $1,000 of crypto and that's it. Now, when we're trading with margin and leverage, the margin is our cash. So if you've got $1,000 in your account, that is your cash or your margin. Leverage is the trade size in relation to your margin or your cash. So if I'm using 2x leverage, that means that my trade size can be 2x the amount of margin or cash that I have. $1,000 times 2 is a $2,000 position. If I'm using 5x leverage, that means the trade size can be 5x my cash, $5,000. 10x leverage, 10x my cash, $10,000. The difference here is that the more leverage that you use, the more volatile your position is. Because let's say a 1% move in the price without any leverage, it's 1%. If you're using 10x leverage, that 1% move in the price is like a 10% move in relation to your underlying capital because you're using 10x leverage. So if I'm using 10x leverage, I've got a $10,000 position. That means that if the $10,000 position drops by 10%, it wipes out $1,000 of value, and my margin is $1,000, so I get liquidated. So the more leverage you use, the higher risk you have, the higher the underlying percentage moves are in relation to your margin. So 10x leverage, obviously, if a 10% move upwards, you make double your cash and 10% on the trade size of your 10x leverage trade, which is $10,000 compared to your underlying $1,000 cash. So that's how margin and leverage works. You can choose yours. I'm going to be using 2x leverage for this example. You want to transfer some assets from your funding account into your trading account. You can do that in the trading page down here, press transfer, and then you can transfer from funding into unified trading. I've got more in-depth video guides on how to use Bybit. I'll link them in the description. Go to the whole entire platform, getting cash in and out and everything else. From here, what we can see is we can choose the order value. So I'm going to buy. I'm using 2x leverage. This is the current price of Bitcoin. I'll just open a market order to make it simple. Now what we can do is choose the amount that we trade. Now notice the borrow amount. So I've got $200 in my account, right? So that would be me paying cash to go ahead and buy the Bitcoin. Notice that my borrow amount is nothing because if you look down here, I have $200 in USDT. If you're using Bybit EU, it might be USDC, but I've got $200 here to buy the Bitcoin. And because I have that $200, Bybit does not automatically borrow any dollars for me to go ahead and buy more BTC because I can fund the trade. Now, if I switch this to 300, notice that I've only got $200 in my account. Therefore, if I want to trade $300 worth, I have to borrow $100, and I'm borrowing it on the Bybit platform, and that's the amount that I borrow, so $99.99, right? So really, this, even though I'm using 2x leverage, is not really 2x leverage, right? Because I only have to borrow $100. So even though you're using high leverage here, what really matters is the amount that you're actually borrowing in relation to your cash, right? So a 2x leverage trade would actually be this amount, right? $400, because my USDT balance is 200. If I open a $400 trade, I genuinely am, from a account perspective, using 2x leverage. But if you don't borrow that much, if your trade size doesn't reach that much, then even though you're using 2x in your margin and leverage here, your account may not actually be at 2x leverage. So that's important to know whenever you're trading. And let's say we go to 700. You'll notice that I just can't buy this much, right? Because what I'm saying to the platform is 2x is my max. It's just not going to let me borrow that, right? I cannot borrow this. I borrow $200 on top of 200. That's only a $400 trade, right? So that is essentially up here the kind of max leverage that you can use. But depending on your actual trade size, your real kind of account margin here, your account leverage may not be that much. On Bybit and Bybit EU, you can use multiple assets as collateral to fund your positions, not just dollars, not just stable coins. So if you go over to your unified trading account, so go to assets, I believe, here, and then unified trading. What we can do is put assets into our unified trading account. Now, I've got some USDT. You may have USDC as well. On the right-hand side, you can see this toggle where it says use as collateral. So what you want to do is toggle this on for any assets that you want to use as value to margin your positions. So if you're using stablecoins, this is really easy because most of the time we trade crypto assets against stablecoins. So if I put USDT or USDC on the platform, I've got $500 worth, let's say. I know that my margin, my cash is $500. That's not going to change. That's constant. And that's used as collateral. You can also use crypto assets as collateral as well. So I can put some Bitcoin in my unified trading account and some ETH in my unified trading account. And what Bybit will do is use the dollar value of that as margin as well. And if you have those assets in your account, just toggle them on as collateral. And if you're using margin or leverage, then they will use the dollar value of those as margin, as a value to margin your positions as well. Now, that does increase volatility of your margin a little bit. If you're using stable coins like USDT and USDC, that's just a dollar value. That's constant. That's not going to change. If you're using something like Bitcoin, the dollar exchange rate is going to fluctuate every second. And of course, if it goes up in value, you actually get equity in your account, right? Because the liquidatable value of that is marked to market every second or so, right? So if your Bitcoin goes up in value, you're essentially just gaining equity in your account, and you've got more equity to pay for the potential leverage trades that you have. That's good news. Of course, Bitcoin can go down in dollar value as well. If it goes down, then the margin that you thought that you had may not be there, right? Because the equity of your account goes down as the Bitcoin dollar value reduces as well. Something to be aware of. If you've got other assets and you don't want to sell them and you want to take margin positions, that's great. It does increase the risk of your margin a little bit because the dollar value fluctuates, but you can figure that out as you want. You can use multi-assets as collateral when you're trading on margin on Bybit. So you can add any assets that you want, and on the right-hand side, toggle them on or off as necessary. Now, if you really don't want your assets to be used as margin if you're trading, transfer them out of your unified trading account into your funding account. From there, they're safe. They're not going to be used in trading, and they won't be used like if you get liquidated or something, the value of those isn't going to be used to pay off your positions, just the assets in your unified trading account. Now I'll show you how to open a position using Bybit margin and how we borrow money to take the position. So I'm going to be using 2x leverage on my trade here, but I'm not going to open a fully 2x leverage trade. So I have $100 in my account. You may have USDT or USDC. If you've got a mix of collateral, then it's going to give you the dollar value of those as it is when you're trading. Of course, that can fluctuate if you've got crypto assets in there. So if I trade a $100 size, you can see I don't borrow anything. I'm going to open a $150 position. Notice that I have to borrow $50, which, even though I'm using 2x leverage, is not 2x leverage on my account, right? So it gets to 2x leverage if I use 200, then that's going to be around 2x leverage. $150 position, I'll open a market order, and we're going to margin buy, and it's going to tell me your order type is margin to X, but you're not trading 2x leverage because you're borrowing $50 on a $150 position. So what we can do here is go ahead and open the position, so margin buy, and you can see the interest rate as well. We're borrowing $50 of USDT here to open the position. We have to pay that interest rate over time. It's charged, I believe, every hour or so. For right now, I think the daily interest rate for margin is actually quite low, lower than in futures if you were to use that, although this can fluctuate over time. You can check what the best interest rate is at the current time that you're trading. So maybe margin is actually cheaper to borrow rather than trading in the futures market. You'll have to figure that out. And you can do that up here. There should be daily interest rates. So you can click this and go through. You can see what the daily interest rate is. So let's go ahead and margin buy. What we can do is press margin buy here. We now have a borrowing, as you can see here, of $50 of USDT. That is something that we have in our account as a liability now. So what we've gone ahead and done is actually bought the Bitcoin. We now have $150 of Bitcoin. That is an asset for us. And on the other side of that, we have a $50 liability, which is our loan in USDT. The other part of the trade is actually paid for with our cash. So this is the important thing that we have to figure out now, what we want to do with this. Now, we have borrowed that USDT from the platform and we've bought the Bitcoin. So what we can do to reduce our leverage is literally put USDT into our account and pay off this loan. We can pay off this loan with USDT, keep the Bitcoin, and just literally buy out the loan position with USDT. Of course, we now have an asset in our account as well, which is our Bitcoin position. If our Bitcoin position goes up in value, we can sell the Bitcoin to repay the loan and keep the difference in profit, right? So if Bitcoin goes up 20%, we can sell the position out to repay the USDT, but then we keep the difference. And so we've essentially borrowed some money to pocket the difference in BTC. Now, of course, if our Bitcoin now falls in value, then even if we sell all the Bitcoin, we're not going to have enough USDT to pay off the loan. And that means that an amount of this loan is going to remain with interest that we have to pay off. And the way that we do that is by putting some more USDT into our unified trading account and paying off that loan. I want to show you my unified trading account now, and we can really see what we've done via that trade. So now I actually have Bitcoin in my account. This is my property now. I bought Bitcoin in the spot market and I have this in my account now. It's $150. However, what I also have now is a negative equity position in the dollars, because I spent the dollars that I had, which was 100, and borrowed $50 more. Therefore, I have this liability that I need to pay off at some point. So of course I can sell the Bitcoin to do that. And if it covers the loan, no problem. If it doesn't, then I've still got that negative equity, that loan that I have to pay off. How do I pay off this? Well, I can just transfer in some USDT into the account and pay it off. And that essentially pays off the loan and means that this Bitcoin position, I'm essentially buying it with the cash. So what I can do is transfer in some USDT or USDC if you're using that out from your funding account into the unified trading account. So I'm going to press transfer. I'm going to transfer from funding. I'm going to transfer some USDT. And let's say that we want to transfer in $20. We're going to press confirm. It says you have an outstanding balance. When you transfer in assets, we'll automatically use them for settlement. Press confirm here. And it goes as a wallet balance here. And what we can see is that my borrowed amount is still 50 and I have a wallet balance of 20, which means that my equity net is $30 now. What you can do on the right hand side here is actually press repay. You can do that. And you can see my total liabilities here and the amount that I have in my account. So I have total liabilities of $50. Now what this is going to do, if you want to pay off your total liabilities, is take the assets that you have in your account and sell them down to pay off the loan. So if you want to pay off the whole 50, notice that I've only got $20 in my account, but I've also got the Bitcoin position. So what it's going to do is sell the amount of Bitcoin and use the cash to pay back the loan and completely wipe out the negative equity, wipe out the loan. And so I'll just be left with the amount of Bitcoin left over. If I don't want to do that, what you can do is not toggle that on and just pay the amount that you have. So I transferred in USDT into my account, $20. I can use that $20 now to repay the USDT loan or USDC if using that. What that will do is reduce the loan down to $30 only. And then that will just be carrying on as the loan there. You can press repay. It will repay the USDT. So you'll have a lower balance of a negative equity here. And of course, that means that technically what you've done is paid off more of the Bitcoin that you bought, right? So that's now more of your property. The loan will be reduced. So you can repay that as you want in your unified trading account. You can also repay loans in your trading account. You don't have to go to the unified trading account. Right here in your borrowings, I've still got this $50 loan because even though I put $20 more of USDT in there, it hasn't automatically paid it off. On the right-hand side, you can go to repay. And again, it's the same screen. So if you want to pay off your total liabilities, press that. It's going to sell down the other assets that you have. And if not, then you can just pay any amount off. So you can pay 5, 10, 20, whatever it is. You can just repay it slowly over time. That reduces the loan that you have and the interest payments that you have to make on it, and essentially buys out your long trade with cash that you took. When we do repay our loan, what we'll have to do is use any dollars in our account plus any Bitcoin that we bought or other crypto assets. And so what we'll be left with is the net amount after costs that we need to sell to pay off the loan. But because we bought Bitcoin, we're going to keep the rest in Bitcoin now because that's the asset that we actually bought. So I'm going to repay the loan here. So press borrowings, repay. I'm going to pay off total liabilities. It's $50. I transferred $20 more into the account, and the rest is going to be made up by selling the Bitcoin position. So I'm going to repay that, press confirm, and that will be done. Now notice I don't have any borrowings anymore. If we go back to the unified trading account, I now have no dollars in the account. I just used my dollars and sold some Bitcoin into dollars to pay off that loan, but I now keep the net balance of what I had, which is the $100 that I originally had plus the $20 that I transferred in, $120 of Bitcoin. You can also trade on the sell side when using margin as well. If you've got dollars and you want to sell Bitcoin that you don't have, then you can use those dollars. You can borrow Bitcoin to sell it, and then you will have a Bitcoin liability to Bybit to pay back. So you'll have to deliver that Bitcoin at some point in the future. So let's go through with an example. I'm going to trade margin, I'm going to sell, and I can sell Bitcoin. I'm trading Bitcoin against USDT, but I can sell Bitcoin that I don't have. Notice that I don't have any Bitcoin in my account now. I've transferred it all out, and I can now sell an amount of Bitcoin, even though I don't have it, and I will be borrowing Bitcoin in this instance. So let's say that I want to sell here. I'm going to margin sell. I'm selling Bitcoin. You can see the order value right here, and the amount to borrow now is actually Bitcoin. So what I'm doing is borrowing Bitcoin and then selling it. I now have a short position in Bitcoin because I don't have any Bitcoin, and in order to pay off the position, I would need to deliver Bitcoin back. So this is obviously more risky because if you're short Bitcoin and the price goes up, in order to get that Bitcoin back, you would have to buy it at higher prices to deliver it, which means that you're losing money. So if you're selling short, which means that you're creating a sell position of something that you don't have, the risk here is that the price rises, you lose money because you're having to buy it back much higher to deliver it. Now, if you've got Bitcoin in other accounts, you can simply deliver the amount here. You can see there is an interest rate for this as well because we're borrowing the Bitcoin from the Bybit platform to go ahead and sell it. I'm going to margin sell here. As we come down, we should see borrowings. Notice now I've got a borrowing of Bitcoin because I had to borrow the Bitcoin to sell it to the market. So if we go over to the unified trading account, we now actually have more dollars. I had $100 here, $120 here. And of course, what I've done is borrowed Bitcoin from the market to sell for USDT. I now have a higher cash equity position in cash, and I've got a liability in BTC. Now, in order to pay back the BTC, what I can do is simply buy it back in the market. So I can go and repay, which would be buying back the BTC in the market. Now, hopefully, the price has fallen so that we buy the Bitcoin back cheaper than we sold it, and we can pocket the difference there. If not, if the Bitcoin price is higher, we would be making a loss in that trade. And there may be an amount of dollars that you don't have to actually buy back the whole position. So you'd have to add Bitcoin into your account to pay that off, or add more dollars, buy the Bitcoin, and then pay it off. But let's repay it here. Notice what we're doing now, if we pay back the total liabilities, is actually going ahead and we need to buy the Bitcoin. So we're going to be selling the USDT now to buy the Bitcoin to pay back this amount in loan. So let's go ahead and repay that. Press confirm, and it will go ahead and buy the amount of Bitcoin that we need to deliver back. Now we don't have that debt anymore. When borrowing assets, you always have to pay an interest rate for the assets that you borrow. In any case, you can come up to daily interest rate, click this, then go to more here. It's going to take you through and you can find out what the interest rate for the asset that you want to borrow is. This may change over time, but for right now, it's pretty cheap. You can borrow USDT for 4.5% a year. If you're borrowing Bitcoin, that's 38 basis points a year. USDC is 4.44%. This right now, I think, is lower than futures trading, although this may change over time. In any case, you can see what the borrow rate is, and that's something to keep an eye on because you obviously have to pay this. And this is done as a yearly rate, but you have to pay every hour or so, I believe. And so that will take, obviously, interest out of any profits that you may make in your position, or it's going to make losses worse because you have to pay that interest as well. If you need a more in-depth video guide for Bybit, I'll leave that down in the description. It goes through the whole platform. The deposit bonus link to Bybit is down there as well. If you click that, go through, make a deposit, you can get a deposit bonus when you start trading. I'm James, it's Money GG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.